Chito Vera has become a fan favorite fighter for the UFC's bantamweight division in recent years. He started his career with the UFC at the ripe old age of 19 and has been exciting ever since. But Vera's popularity didn't come to fruition until later in his career and coincides with the late career resurgence he's experienced since 2018. Since his back-to-back losses to John Lineker and Douglas Silva de Andrade, Vera has been on a 10-3 run with wins over the likes of Sean O'Malley, Frankie Edgar, and Dominic Cruz. But he's not been invincible. Vera's managed to drop two of the most important fights of his career, those that saw him on the birth of a title shot. But Jose Aldo and Cory Sandhagen stonewalled Vera and drowned him with volume and appreciable defense, giving Vera no opportunity to land a big shot to keep himself in the fight. When looking at the fights with Aldo and Sandhagen, it was the forward momentum, feints, and striking volume and variety that kept Vera frozen and unable to land offense of his own. But simply throwing off a lot of punches isn't the way to beat him. Just ask Rob Font. Every round in their fight consisted of Font bringing forward all the volume he could muster and Vera getting outlanded. But Vera always found a way to land that big shot because Font stayed on the center line and was there to get hit. With Aldo and Sandhagen staying off the center line was a priority. Also, throwing feints at Vera for the sake of volume doesn't quite work, as is the case with Sean O'Malley. O'Malley is a great striker with tons of craftiness up his sleeve. The issue with Sugar Sean O'Malley was that he didn't press forward. He let Vera come to him as he was looking to counter off the wild and less technical strikes. This allowed Vera to land those low kicks that ultimately led to O'Malley's demise. Cory Sandhagen and Jose Aldo represent the antithesis of what Rob Font and Sean O'Malley brought to the table. Aldo's a counter striker, much like O'Malley, but Aldo also is much more defensively sound than Sean O'Malley. Sandhagen brings the forward pressure just like Rob Font did, but Sandhagen also is more defensively sound. Now that we know the foundation blocks of beating Chito Vera, it's time to look at the type of offense required to take him on. Make no mistake about it, Jose Aldo and Cory Sandhagen are completely different types of strikers. Aldo is more tactful and counter-minded. Sandhagen wants to drown you in volume. But when it came to Chito Vera, the two found common ground. Now I want to take a look at a moment apiece from both Jose Aldo and Cory Sandhagen's fights and how they utilize the feints, head movement, and countering to best. Let's start off with Jose Aldo. He's a master at range throughout his entire career, perfecting the pivot and takedown defense for MMA. His near-decade-long reign in WEC and the UFC cemented him as one of the best to ever do it. After moving down to bantamweight, Aldo retained much of what made him great and has a purpose of our video put him on a collision course with Chito Vera. Aldo likes exchanges when his opponents come in the pocket to attack. He will slip, dip, and weave his way into big shots that brutalize his foes. He did just that with Vera all fight. The specific clip we're going to look at is at the start of round 2. Vera tries to enter the pocket with a straight kick to the knee. Aldo, being so good at seeing kicks coming, pivots his leg just out of the way, causing Vera to miss and getting himself out of position. Aldo then comes with a right hook up the middle that has Vera cover up and turn his face and body away from Jose Aldo. This, you'll see, opens up the right side of his body, providing a path for the left hook, one of Aldo's favorite punches. With Aldo being Aldo, he sees it and smashes the body with a huge left hook. Vera is quite the athlete and sees it coming and tries to drop the elbow to block it. But Aldo is a hair faster and a hair quicker to start the strike, and it lands home. But with the dropping of the elbow, Vera has opened up the right up top that, again, Aldo sees and tries to exploit. Aldo was an expert at punishing people for getting out of position and did this to Chito Vera all fight. It was pretty much a shutout, and Aldo came away with the victory. Now on to Cory Sandhagen. What Sandhagen does different from Aldo is his insistence to lead the dance against Vera, as opposed to Aldo letting him come to him a lot of the time. He and his team have assuredly watched the Aldo tape and took some pointers from that fight, and it shows during the fight between Sandhagen and Vera. Sandhagen mixed up the wrestling in to even further complicate things for Chito Vera, making him think even more. After a couple takedowns, Sandhagen started to get off on Vera and really do what he does best, which is pour on the volume. Sandhagen started out by coming forward in the third round against Vera. After the first 2 takedowns in the fight, Vera was antsy and felt like it was paramount to get some respect back and get some damage in on Sandhagen to win some rounds back, Sandhagen off of him. Vera is drawn into a jab from Sandhagen's advancement. With the body shot landed, Vera drops those elbows again, just as he did with Jose Aldo. It's here that the right cross is opened up again for Cory Sandhagen this time, and this time it lands perfectly clean. As fun of a fighter that Chito Vera is, and he's one of my favorite, he's far from perfect. He struggles with technical fighters who tend to see what he has coming for them. Sandhagen and Aldo are 2 of the best by far that he's faced. This is just a testament to both how good Sandhagen and Aldo are as stand-up fighters. Should he rematch with a fighter like Sean O'Malley or take on Petr Yan, I expect similar results, with Yan and O'Malley being capable enough to turn off the center line or to pivot out of the way and cause some damage to Chito Vera. Thank you all for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, please drop a sub, like, and drop me a comment. If you want more stuff like this, subscribe to my Substack, and if you want to support the channel even more, check out my Patreon, where I post exclusive articles and videos, and you get early access to these videos as well by 24 hours. So check that out too. All of that will be in my description. Thanks for watching.